Welcome to People Driven Credit Union. My name is Julia Kaiser. I'm the Community Relationship Manager here. Today we have a special guest, Charnella Clark, who wrote this beautiful book, Help a Fool Spend His Money. We purchased 30 copies of this book for our financial literacy program. I've read it, I've enjoyed it. This has so much good information that we like to teach our youth as well as our older adults, our members. Tell us more about this book.
Okay, so the book, again, it starts with the mindset. And I know lately a lot of people talk about mindset, but it really is important, because if you have a mindset, like a poverty mindset, and you don't believe that money is beneficial for you or that you even deserve wealth, then you've already repelled what it is you say verbally that you want. So you have to change the way you think about money, which then leads to how you spend your money and how you save your money. Because a lot of people are talking about investing, but you can't invest unless you have something to invest with. So I don't necessarily teach people how or where to invest their money, although in the book I tell you how I decided to invest my money. But I mostly work on the mindset, the spending habits, and the saving habits, because that is so important.
I couldn't agree more. We have so many investment products and so many saving opportunities for you, and we just love to spread the word and help the community, and that's what we did. Is our local author right here in Michigan. But let me ask you a question. What inspired you to write this book? What was your why?
Yeah, my why is, okay, so I grew up as a young child in Detroit. My parents were poor. They always manifested the fact that, oh, we're poor, we're poor, we're poor. Everyone around me was using the word poor. So I had this mindset of thinking that, oh, I was born poor. There's never going to be any opportunity for me to be anything other than poor. Until at the age of 15, I met someone who helped to change my whole frame of thinking. And I talk about this individual in my book, so I don't want to give too much away. But she came into my life, and she was a dreamer, and she taught me to dream. And she would take me to these big, beautiful homes in West Bloomfield. And I remember running around in these homes and thinking to myself, I only see big homes like this in the movies. And you know, here I am. Can I be real with you? I felt like, here I am, African-American kid running around in a big home like this. How on earth can I afford something like this? Because everyone around me was poor and struggling. And so she took me under her wing, and it was just for 1 year, but it was the most impactful year of my life. And it changed my whole frame of thinking. And as a result of that, I thought, boy, I can. And so I started dreaming about the life that I wanted. I wanted a big house. I wanted a nice car. I wanted a 6-figure savings. And so once I had gone above and beyond, and I had acquired all those things, in 2018, I thought to myself, someone needs to hear this story. I need to share my story so that I can help other people who may be in a situation where they don't think that they can do a thing, or they don't think that they can achieve something. Let them know that they can, because as I said before, when I delivered the books to the Rhonda Walker young girls, where you come from does not determine your future destination. So in other words, I came from poverty, but as an adult, I had a choice. I didn't have to stay there. But that choice first started in the mind. That's why it's so important. Because if you don't think that you can achieve something, you can outwardly say, okay, I'm going to do this. Those are just words. But if in your mind, your subconscious mind, you're fighting against yourself, you're never going to get there. And then another thing I talk about is there are some people who, you know, because in my household, they would talk about rich people very negatively. So if you despise wealthy people or you despise rich people, how can you become something that you despise? So I had to totally change my whole frame of thinking, and this person did that in just 1 year.
Wow.
And it stuck with me for an eternity. So in 2018, I decided that, okay, I'm going to write this book. But then at the time, my marriage was in trouble. And so I thought, okay, this is not the right time to write this book. The following year, 2019, I did get a divorce. I lost half my assets. And I felt that that was not the right time for me to write the book. I wanted to work diligently to recover those assets. And in the book, I talk about how I did that, how I recovered it. And then, so I finished the book at the end of 2024, self-published. And my goal is to reach 1 million people, to change 1 million lives. I want to help anyone who is really ready to change their lives and want to change their circumstances. I want to help them do that. So as an extension of the book, I realized that the book was not enough. And so I started offering my services as a financial coach, I would say mid-2025. So that's what I do as well. I have a few clients, and I've told my clients about People Driven Credit Union because I love you guys so much. I think that it's a bank that really cares about the community. They care about financial literacy, and I help coach people back to financial health. So you guys have some products that would be great for them to help them repair their credit.
We do.
And they're also very lenient with regards to some of their loans if you legitimately fall on hard times.
Absolutely.
We're not talking about taking advantage of the bank and just pretending that you need extra time simply because you misuse the funds that you have, right? But we're talking about real circumstances, real life circumstances that happen that are beyond your control. It's great to hear that People Driven Credit Union will work with their members.
Absolutely.
So I really love that. So when I met you last year, it was awesome because when we met, you made a lot of promises. And I thought, wow, I really would love to work with the bank. I love talking about financial literacy. My mouth just goes.
Oh, same here, same here.
And so when you called me up and you said, hey, we want to purchase books for the Rhonda Walker Foundation for their students that are graduating, I thought, oh wow, this is great. And then I have an opportunity to speak. And then you contacted me again and said, hey, we want 15 more books. And then some of the employees here actually wanted a book. And so People Driven Credit Union bought the books for their employees.
Yes.
And I thought that was great because you want your employees to be educated about finance as well. You care about that. And so I was just really excited to build that relationship with you all, and I'm looking forward to continuing to build that relationship.
Well, likewise, I love building relationship. It's all in my name over here.
Mm-hmm.
One question, how have we, other than just buying your books, helped you in your business grow?
Well, when you bought my books, it wasn't just about the business growing, but it helped to fulfill my purpose, because I believe that in 2018, I was inspired because that's what I was meant to do. And so it actually really excited me, just from a personal standpoint, to be able to be in a room and be sharing something that is so important. But also, I did take to social media, and I let people know in my social medias that you guys supported me and purchased my books. Typically, when people purchase and read the book, they come back and they buy more. I've had people come back and buy as many as 6 to 8 books. And when I ask them, okay, well, you read the book, you like it, but who are you buying these books for? They'll say, I'm buying them for friends or for family members. One gentleman actually said, I'm buying them to give to my tenants. And I thought, wow, okay, yeah. And so he says, because I don't want them to be renters for the rest of their lives. He's a really great guy.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he asked me to actually reach out to these tenants and talk to them and kind of give them some guidance on financial literacy. So that was something that I did. And, I look forward to, speaking again at any type of event that you guys have with regards to financial literacy, because it's just something that I love to do.
Well, People Driven Credit Union loves financial literacy, and we're open to anyone that would like us to come into their business. I have plenty of resources, community partners to help you understand your finances, understand the lending process. We would love to help you. And where can people get your book?
Please do not get it on Amazon.
No
Please
Amazon.
Go to my website, SharnellaClark.com, and you can purchase the book. I actually have the paperback book, I have the ebook and the audiobook, And with the audiobook, I read my own book. I did not use AI.
Wow.
Yeah, because people who knew me, and there was a particular gentleman who wanted the book, but he said, I'm dyslexic. So it's going to be very difficult for me to read your book. Can you please, supply an audio version, but please do not let AI read your book for you. I would love to hear your voice. And so that's what I did.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah. So the audio book is between 4.5, 5 hours.
Okay.
So I sat and I read that.
Perfect for the car.
Yes, perfect for the car.
Those long rides to work and back, stuck in traffic, read her book or hear her book. So if you had to, what would make People Driven Credit Union different from every other credit union or bank you've ever banked with? Because today everyone seems to have 3 or 4 accounts all over the place, whether it be bank or credit union. We just have our monies all in different banks or credit unions. What makes us different?
Well, I liked your interest rate. That's why I have a certificate of deposit with you guys. I thought the interest rate was highly competitive. The other thing is with the credit union, I like the fact that we members have voting rights. We can choose who is the face of the company. I like the fact that credit unions do not make some of the risky investments that the other big banks make. Hence the 2008 crash.
Absolutely.
The credit unions did not face the same, they did not need the bailout. And that was very important to me because I feel like my money is safer here than it is potentially in some of the bigger banks.
Oh, yeah, and we definitely help people rebuild as well. So with that, Julia People Driven Credit Union, where people matter most. If you're looking for a financial institution that has personal service, we're the place. Just reach out to me, 248-263-4235, or Sharnella if you want to get a copy of her book. We'll be both more than happy to help you.
Okay, wonderful.
Thank you.